go on in my country is like crazy people, like crazy people. Well, this morning, we hear the first victim of this financial company. We get scammed. The first victim we hear give an interview and she speak in depth on the topic of what's going on. Me also have today one of my brethren from Jamaica is here to talk to us also with similar experience of money gone missing in this institution out of many one people. Good morning, guys. Good morning. We hear from the first interview from the first victim from this SSL in Jamaica that's um, come out and give her interview. Made us listener this morning, and it rough. She said she put everything in it, everything she have, all type of overtime she work. She said she work hard. She said she pull up everything what she have everywhere, family, and she put it into SSL. And she said, boy, she realized that something wasn't right when them continue to change agent every minute. They might change agent, and that she said they don't stop change agent, and when they reach it, the third agent to start questioning it and wonder why they might change agent. And they might tell her, say, boy, the agent find other opportunity, so them gone and yada 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 here, and she want to take out her money and then encourage her to keep her money night. And right now she said she'll call the man about her money and I'll know him can't answer her. Him and I know what he said to her about her money. Nobody not answer, they not take no call, she not get no call from nobody. People, it's a big thing, people. It's a lot of information. And she said she denied herself of going on vacation, buying herself luxury items like name brand and stuff like that. You understand me? She had planned to retire in 10 years. She's planning to retire in 10 years, family. And her money is gone. And she said one of the things that hurt her is that them people probably use the money to go on vacation and buy expensive things and live big lavish life. And she deprived herself of that. She has saved and put on her money for the rainy day. You understand me? So she find out say her money dip big time, like below half her investment gone, right? The money she put in there, the money that is added onto it, half of that is gone. And she checked them and them say, boy, because of COVID, this and that. And when she checked with other friends that she have that have stocks, them said no, them lose money, but not so much. You understand me? So this scheme of things, people. So maybe a bridging want call still, Maybe a bridging want call before we go further this. Because we got to get down to some things this morning. Me like to talk to people that are right on the ground. Right? And I talk to my brother. So me getting brother Marvin this morning. Brother Marvin again. Brother Marvin. Good morning, brother.
Yeah, man.
Manners and respect. And me live and me audience are here. What's going on out there with this financial stuff, Marvin? Talk to me.
I'm not even gonna eat, So yesterday, of course, we've been hearing about the well, we've heard the confession so far, or based on what the news has put out from the young lady who is attached to the SSL fraud, right? And we've seen the many persons in which she has defrauded of their funds. However, one would have thought that this is just a matter that is happening with the Usain Bolt people and all those affected at SSL, but it has now come to my attention from persons who are very close to me. Just between yesterday and this morning, I am learning of a number of persons who have been defrauded from other banks just recently. And when I speak of recent, I'm talking about yesterday and Monday.
Oh, we are saying.
Right? Yeah, man. So my best friend called me yesterday from Monday. And he said, Marvin, you're not going to believe me. You notice me say my best friend? It's not hearsay. I literally have the documentation from the bank that he sent to me. He sent it to my phone. I'm not going to disclose it yet because apparently investigations are still happening. But he sent me to confirm what he's telling me. And when I saw it for myself, me tell the Jamaican people them now, Carlos say, every single Jamaican who have money at any bank, because when he showed me, I couldn't believe the kind of banks that, because some of them the kind of bank, they're not even popular in Jamaica like that, right? And when he tell me the kind of bank, we couldn't believe, said them the people in it, but thief are thief, and any wish for money there, thief are gonna find it. And what is disheartening is to know that a Jamaican would have worked for so many years and saved their 600,000 Jamaican dollar. To some people, that is not any money. To a US person, that is roughly about 4,000, about 4,000 US dollars, right? But for a Jamaican, that is almost like a lifetime savings.
Oh yeah.
Because our economy is terrible. To have 600,000 in the bank and then you decide to go show up at the bank to go check on what go on, only if you realize say all of it. No $1, $2, all of it.
So hold on, Marvin, you said that happened to your friend?
My best friend.
From a different bank. From a total different bank. Now, eh?
So what the bank, yeah man, that happened to him, man, and so that yesterday man tell me that, you know. And me of course I say, Bridget, this is foolishness. Now my girlfriend was telling me shortly before he called me that she had an issue at the bank where money went missing. And when she went to the bank, right outside Jamaica too, last year, they were telling her that she needed to go know who she give her card to.
What?
She said, oh, you need me card to. So they keep deflecting.
Brainwash.
So deflect.
Yeah, man.
So them keep deflecting, Carlos, because apparently the bank is perfect and we could not have made that mistake. So you must need to tell us, ma'am, so not until our father, who is a police, come down and say, I'm telling you this. I would like to see the CCTV of when this transaction took place at the card machine. Because them have the time and the date and everything. And not until when him come, because them start now dropping at them corners and them ask you a printout. Now the problem now lies when you ask for a printout. Everybody now start get cold sweat and start worry. Because the printout will tell you exactly what is happening. And every Jamaican now will have little money at every bank. You need to go now, not next week. Because they might find a way out to alter the printout. No, go find out what go on with your account. My mother-in-law came down look while and she said, oi, yes to them it are the JN Bank. I'm afraid to call the name. JN Bank. And apparently $210,000 that was deposited is now gone.
Whoa.
It's not there anymore.
People hear that?
So, yeah, only hear that. I'm not talking about strangers, you know, I'm talking about these people who are close to me, right? And this lady is no ordinary person. She's a diplomat. She not no reason for telling a lie about nobody. She's a diplomat, right? So right now, me know if them batting in a vice, right? So she is now gonna go out there. All of yesterday, she was out there with them, and they were trying to take the woman to fool. But who she give her card to? The same flipping statement that all of them are used. And so not until I did not give my card to anybody. She said the money was deposited and it's not here. So she said, give me a printout. I want to give me a printout. She said the money was when. So now them basically want hush because the banks don't want this kind of thing in the news. Because if the names of these banks are released, like what we just do, what they're going to do, they realize that you're going to basically in a crypto where we say you spread FUD. Right? And they basically want to say, yeah, tell lie from them institution. And then everybody are going to run, go take out their money out their bank account. And they don't want that. So now, for my brethren from Mandeville, what the bank is now doing, them are going to tell it, you're right. Let me tell you how that one day, then get catched. Then get catched until they can't get catched no more. So the guy had a first bank card. And every time a transaction happens on the card, because it's attached to his email, it shows up that you just withdraw X or whatever. So him down yard in that bed, no withdraw nothing. Only if you get on text message, say him just withdraw X amount of money. So he has a friend who works in the bank, and he send it to the friend, and the friend say again, even that the conversation said the man screenshot and send to me the conversation with the person. So me have everything. The person say again with one heap of question sign after the again.
So
which
with all of
means
them a thing are going, Marvin, the man them still
yeah,
bare-faced and bright and presumptuous and cunning. No stop.
but Carlos, a long time it happened. It's just that most Jamaicans, we don't check our accounts. Most of we so backward when it comes to technology. Hello, let me tell you something, It is about to hit us very hard. And this is a conversation we, want to have, Carlos. But you have to go have the conversation upon your program. Right now, the CBDC dollar that the Bank of Jamaica, which is not owned by Jamaica anyway. I don't know why they call it Bank of Jamaica because we don't own the bank. It is privately owned, right? So Bank of Jamaica now issued to them the CBDC dollar, right? Now this dollar apparently is a digital dollar. Digital dollar they come out with. Do you know how much people up in the deep rural areas of Jamaica now have a damn phone, them now a latrine intelligence still have? What do you think is going to happen when ultimately we're going to have a cashless system? Ultimately, because that is the end goal, to have a complete cashless system where the government now have 110% control over everybody's money. By the click of a button, they can freeze every account everywhere. You hear me tell you?
We're not ready for that yet.
And do whatever.
Too much criminal.
So we need to... Go ahead.
Say, look here, me doing a video now. I'm going to say, that is what one of the things Jamaica not ready for yet. We have too much criminals in office to be in at that people. What happened to the money? Swiper. What happened to the money? Swiper. Me just do a video the other day now. I'm going to say, that is one of the things that we're not ready for yet. Another thing, again, we're not ready for yet, is to move from under the queen. And the king, look out, we are going to go there now. The country, we need to go there now. Listen to me, these are all good things. We are going to go there. But go leave from under the monarchy and let the country now for hand. Like, seriously.
Well,
that's serious, you know?
Well, I understand what you're saying. And me 110% is for us moving away from the king.
Yes,
and
you know that too.
The truth is, you are speaking from an angle where you don't see how we would function from underneath them. But we are
no. That's not what me I speak angle from. Me I speak from the angle of think about Andrew Honest right now. What happened to the Maroon them? What happened to the Maroon them? Brother, I will think, hold on. Can't you talk? We could talk about what going on. We could talk about the banking. We talk about banking. Continue.
Yeah, because when next time we take up the topic.
Yes, sir.
I have information that will blow your mind, man. Know yourself about Maroon. Maroon's good. Maroon, as a matter of fact, the Maroons are more secure than me and you. That we can tell you. So apparently the people in the banking system, the tellers are working with the scammers. Yeah.
Yes.
And there are a number of persons. A lot of investigations are going to start now. I can tell you, say, what has transpired with the Usain Bolt.
I'm glad for that. It take a Usain Bolt to sacrifice again for us. Him sacrifice him body for bring home the gold medal. Him sacrifice again for us again. If this is the to Usain, I mean, hold on, Marvin. Me and someone say if it's only Usain and Bolt alone have money lost, everybody forget the money back too. But listen to me. If there was no Usain Bolt, them things would come out in the news. Look how long them things are going. A long time them things are going. Nobody don't know, no. You know, make no news, but they go touch the wrong button. You understand me? The Usain button.
Yes.
This has to happen. This has to happen. A destiny.
You see, we are about. Let me tell you something. The week now got done before have at least 100 more complaints.
Jesus. No, everybody check them account.
Everybody never check their account.
Every bank.
Every last person. The bank tellers are criminals. The banking industry is filled with thieves, and most of these thieves are supported by the government of Jamaica because themselves, I'm not afraid to talk, them themselves are in so much wrong dealings, that they have colluded with the banking sector. You hear me tell you? That is why it was so easy for the Prime Minister of Jamaica to easily give up the Bank of Jamaica, our only central bank. You give up the central bank to private investors.
Yeah, man.
Private investors.
Man. Because a friend and couple of things run the COVID money through Western Union. A friend and couple of things, man. Money have to make, man. I want to do the people. Listen to me. The interview me listen to with the lady will lose the money. You see the victor lose the money. This is what she said. She said she realized that since 2017, this company is off, non-compliant and not right. You understand me? And the FSC didn't flag them. They didn't do nothing. The FSC allowed her. She said she did not put her money in and invest her money till after 2017. So even though it was a dirty company, she went in there and put her money in. The FSC that was supposed to protect her failed to protect her.
So Carlos, so with that kind of information, it's just like say there's this gunman with a loaded firearm walking around killing people, and you still allow him. You are the police, and you still allow him to walk around and kill people. You should be fired and be imprisoned for allowing an institution like that to continue, because you are the head. The FSC should command a serious fire, and heads should roll for it.
Never happen. But hold on, man. Then hold on, Marvin. Then at the same then at the same hold on now. Not under this shits him. It never got man this shits him right here. It never got man this shits.
Talking about the system, the Jamaican people, we have the power.
But hold on there. Don't you see the woman will allow the man to mess with the water of the state, the foster kids them. You never see that the white man will come down there and come align himself and kill them part of sitting and money to pit them. You don't see the woman still sitting on her seat. Flavor suggests that she should retire. You know, she says she's still sitting on her seat. Not my Jamaica, brother. All right, you know, so when politicians do wrong stuff in Jamaica, they're going to hang off in their prime minister office.
Yes.
The patterns are there, brother. So that's why I come to this conclusion. The patterns are there, brother. And that's how we said. If a man do wrong, you go to their prime minister office, go sit down. Nobody in Jamaica get disciplined for nothing.
You follow the news more than me.
Yes.
Yeah, you follow more than me. Has the Prime Minister or the Minister of Finance come out yet to address this thing?
Let me tell you about that.
More than a week.
No, me not see them. Them not come out, come talk on the ambassador's behalf. Usain Bolt is an ambassador, you know.
More than a week, the Governor General. Has the Governor General come out and talk about any issue in this country?
The Minister of Finance came out and him scribbled some few local typing stuff. Him not come have a press conference and act like say them are deal with on behalf of the Usain Bolt is an ambassador. You understand? That means the man is a diplomat, right? The man is an ambassador, that means he's a diplomat. So they not treat him like a diplomat. Them give him the name and the so-called title, but they not treat him so. And this company, SSL, they only use Usain Bolt because when you have a Usain Bolt as a client, you can tell people, say, even Usain Bolt is here too, you know, we are credible, we are good, so we have Usain Bolt on board, give me more money. Oh, don't be afraid, we have Usain Bolt here. They want to use Usain Bolt and rape him.
But Carlos, Usain Bolt could have easily put his money in Bank of America or one of those banks in the US or even in Australia where he has a home and was residing. Him could have taken and go down to Dubai, go put it away because then the man they welcome them, the kind of figure. You understand what I'm saying?
Brother.
Right? And he could have, go ahead.
Every country around the world would have glad to embrace Usain Bolt to come in and do anything.
Right now.
Yes.
That is why the Jamaican people need to understand that, Carlos. I'm going to tell you, say now. The Jamaican people need to understand the power with them up. 63 people should not be in such a position to control we like this. And then we put them there. The nurses, the police, and the people who go vote, who constantly been giving these 63 people, I same people, them and their families, so that the daddy come out, the son come in.
Oh, yeah.
The mother come out, the daughter come in. And it becomes a family business. We're not running a country now. We don't have proper governance. We have a family and friend system in Jamaica, which is poisoning every last one of us. And every single Jamaican who glad if you go take NIDS and want digital dollar. Let me tell you this. Once you sign off on it and give in to the government and every dollar becomes completely centralized, meaning in the one place where them people by the click of a button can freeze everybody money. They tell you what to do. When you have a cashless system, which is a part of the world order with them are create. When you have a cashless system, it means that everything is now centralized. And by the click of a button, the government can tell you where to take, from one of it take, where to go, when to eat, what to sleep, where to buy.
You can't late pay taxes and have money in the bank. You can't late pay taxes when you have money in the bank.
Okay. Yes, because that is what is going to happen now. You can't use a card because it will be automatically be deducted. Well, everything is now going to be by the click of a button.
Me tell you no on a page, people. Me tell you no on a page. You know, at this morning, me hear a brother speak about some stuff. Me share on my page about some stuff. Me talk about all the time on my page. People are time to open my eyes and see what going on. Right now, the biggest threat to Jamaica are the leaders, them, you know, politicians, you know. And me, and I know you.
Yeah.
I bring us education because when me and you, no matter how dumb we are, and we are fighting, we are shoot each other in Jamaica. When we come up foreign, we change. We are a totally different person. So we can't blame the people them too much, you know. It's a dumb down and the brainwash education. You hear me say? No matter what kind of gunman you be, no matter what kind of pickpocket you be, when you get a chance to come and foreign, your gun day is over. You can't extort nobody. You have to go find a job, go to school, get a trade, make yourself a decent citizen here, a permanent resident. You understand me? But you will leave, learn all of that and knowing all of that. You leave and left from here. So go back to Jamaica, go pee at the building corner where you can't do up and so because of Jamaica there.
Carlos, look what happened at NCB. You see all the bank there?
Yeah.
Not even one table because
but hold on,
just them.
Let me tell you what, let me start with the NCB first. I'm gonna make you talk. People, the NCB bank, within less than 1 year, people. 2 people, the NCB bank came and talk about. Less than 1 year, 2 people arrested. Them lock up one guy in July for $6 million. And then lock up one woman Friday gone on the job. That means them arrest her in the bank. $5 million. Talk to me now, Wagwan, brother.
Carlos, let me tell you something. Because when we are licking nail, we lick it on the head.
Yes.
We don't go sideways.
No, straight.
You remember, every Jamaican is testament of what happened with the cash plus situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Now, cash plus money apparently became dirty money after everybody started to take out the money out of NCB bank because NCB was the final bank for cashing out. Yeah? And we don't want to grow on it. We need to dig up. Let me tell you this. There's no way NCB should have had a client who have dirty money in a fear bank who sign off on it because it was billions of dollars that was in my bank. So if we have a client who are coming with billions, meaning if you know who is this client, where money come from, and what is going to be done. Mm-hmm. So it was not until when cash plus was going very good. Mm-hmm. Everybody did get the money nice until when it starts spread. You hear me tell you? Mm-hmm. And them realize the case enough Jamaicans are going to become rich from this system, you know, and people are no longer coming to the banks for loans. Because if we make everybody get access to this kind of money, then there's no need for them to come and take the loans where we can charge them 2.5 times what they have borrowed. So the loan system, one thing say is a beautiful thing. You can go to the bank and get a loan. You are paying. There's an algorithm that allows you, the borrower, to pay back 2.5 times the amount that you've borrowed. And this is why the average Jamaican will die poor, impoverished. You are handcuffed to these institutions for the rest of your life because they're offering you a 40-year loan, a 25 years loan. Me a 38-year-old, and if I should be qualified for a 40-year loan, then now give me that. Me gone. So then probably give me a 30-year loan, yeah? So not until me are 68 before me done pay back to the loan. Me are 68 years old before me done finish paying for a loan. So why don't we create an environment where we can have better production in the country, more production, because the production are there, you know. So we have an economy that is breeding thieves. It can breed thief and scammer.
Oh yes,
because
man.
you're not giving them nothing.
Criminal
So
cultivation. We talk about a long time.
What do you mean?
Criminal production.
What do you mean?
We have produced criminal.
What do you mean?
And you have the song, them, hold on up. And you have the song commercial, them are going for the song, them, you know, the music of the commercial.
Oh Lord. Listen,
Yeah,
a long time, it is sad to know that the Broadcasting Commission did not realize how harmful these music were that they were putting out with all kind of scamming music. $100 million, never gonna get $100 million by a morning. And we embrace these songs and Jamaicans dance about it. Bankers, teachers, lawyers, them go party and then dance.
Money pull up. Money pull up. Money pull up.
Money pull up. Pandemic song and you have scammer in a party. And that's your money. And the video camera catch them face and all kind of thing. And nobody arrest anybody because what? Everybody are chopping line.
Chopping. Everybody chopping now. Chopping everywhere, people. Chop everywhere.
Chopping line.
Yeah.
And we don't realize the harm. This is why when they got the American embassy are killing them, nobody know why we in their country. Nobody know why. At least they don't want this new generation. They don't want the new generation now. It is sad to know that we have the Broadcasting Commission who's supposed to protect them. We have the Minister of Transport who's supposed to protect them. We have the Education Minister who's supposed to protect kids. And let me tell you something, the kids, if we say kids are the future, there's no way you're supposed to still have taxi man, have 3 pitney on the front of taxi, wind up on the AC, and 12 pitney on the back seat. When the car then top of high school gate and primary school, a morning time to see the amount of pitney will come out of the taxi. And the taxi them might drive like madman.
And what kind of music in it? And what kind of music them are play in it too? Me do video on them a long time in the people. A long time I do video on them sitting people. Years ago me video them out there now.
Amount of taxi man where sexually assault kids because when them under the influence of them dirty music where they do this and grind this. I am talking
seduce the youth then.
Me talk about experience. Let me tell you, enough of them in high school pitney out with me say we taxi man. Where taxi man know about pitney, you know, tap some parents not have a damn clue what go on with them pitney in a taxi and in a bus. And everybody can't talk about informer for dead. Informer, that is one of the worst things that we could have ever introduced to our culture. Or informer for dead. Because if we had more informers from day one, we wouldn't have had the kind of criminal minds that we have now. But everybody grew up on the notion about a snitch to death, and this to that. If I am going to snitch on you, it simply means that you're doing something that is completely unscrupulous, and you need to be stopped.
And
if I don't inform on you now, you become a mastermind in your criminal activities, and you become a threat to me and a threat to law-abiding citizens.
But the sad thing about that is when citizens, law-abiding citizens go and report these things, the same police and the crime fighters who are supposed to take care of this thing go back and snitch on you. To the wrong people.
Because the police officers that we have now are young police who grew up in the mentality that it's okay to top the line too. We don't pay our police officers. So what you think are going to happen when you don't pay these people? Why you think teachers go to school and have them little talk shop and them desk and sell sweets and banana chips? Why you think we got a police station up a sent on me there, a police station, and me going to go see them myself, Bobby and chocolate and Toco Loco and sitting. You know what? Police are hustling.
Hustle.
And police are hustling. You have forced the legal minds, the persons who are the law bearers and law givers and all kind of stuff. You have forced them to chop line and to hustle.
So hold on. So when they meet a scammer, you think them kill the goose and lay the golden egg? They not kill the goose.
All right. Why would all right? Money moves money moves mountains. You come upon me as a police and you say, yo, and when you look, you see over 40 million Jamaican dollars in my house. I'm going to say, yeah, what that? Me give you 30 right now. Or me give you 10 because I can't make it back. Me give you 10 million right now. You think a police officer is not going to take it?
Yes, that is goose.
When them know say, not even uniform, they can't get to that work. Uniform, you ever see some police uniform in Jamaica?
Oh, yes.
Wash out.
Titan, wash out.
They boot on their foot lean. They go take some pictures from police bike and some police car. No resources. No resources for the Prime Minister and all the other ministers of Parliament. They get the liberty of driving around in the most expensive Prados and Range Rovers and have 20 and security back of them. And their light bill is paid.
Expensive suits.
They don't have rent.
Them suits not cheap. Can see them suits? Expensive suits some are wear.
You know, let me tell Carlos, if you know, every Jamaican will start posting pictures of every politician house. Right now, just group up the whole 63 of them and post them yard and see what kind of people we have in this country. And then go in and get to them and take some picture. Yesterday, we go in our community, there were 4 parts, Clarendon. We're going and get to signatures them for Hope Jamaica movement. And let me tell you something. Strong JLP area, everybody welcome me. Welcome me with open arms. Everybody offer their signature in less than a minute.
But you know the sad thing though, Marvin? The sad thing is that all these politicians live lavish. They might take money and they might give them friend money. But when it come to the poor, they might come demolish your house. They might come down a market, come broke down the stall in our market and mash up your car and take away your things. But look what they might do now, people. They make it so hard for we to open a bank account. You have to come with your mama DNA. You have to remember your great-great-granddaddy. They make it so hard, but they're so easy to take the money. People, you saw them people.
Yes. Carlos, you're 100% correct. Virgin, that's why I'm telling you, I have to follow you now, Virgin. I have to follow you till me dead. You know, I have to follow you because you are one of the persons. You are a stalwart. A Jamaican stalwart who fight the Jamaican from overseas. No overseas person who the Jamaican like you. None of them. Let me tell you something. I respect the people who come on your program within the diaspora. I want the diaspora people them to come together. We have to form an organization. Just like what Africa is doing now. When I say Africa have their own money now. The United States of Africa with the money when them Lumi. I think you did ask about me know about that last night. You realized that this thing off the chain. And guess which part it was birthed? Carlos. Guess which part Lumi was birthed?
Where?
Right in Jamaica in the Maroon community. Carlos, I'm going to say this again slowly. The Lumi, which the value of 1 Lumi, people, we're going to do the research. The value of 1 Lumi for the United countries of Africa that are coming together now. Right now, we're talking about a legal tender in Africa now. 1 Lumi to the US dollar is $6 to 1 US. I'll say that again. $6 to 1 US for the Lumi. And it was birthed in Jamaica. Down at the Maroon cockpit place.
Really?
Carlos, I'm never send you the video because you must think a joke thing me at about. Never send you the YouTube video. They had a conference on October 9th last year, October 9, 2022. There was a big meeting where Jamaicans were invited to come and ask their questions because these people are also acting on the Jamaicans' behalf to get the repatriation. Because they said that we are descendants of Africa. So every country across the world have Africans who have been ostracized and who have been treated unfairly by our colonial masters. They would like to represent us, and they have written a letter to the Queen before she died. Now the King asking on behalf of us for them more concerned about the repatriations that Jamaicans to get. Now what the Prime Minister of Jamaica should be doing.
Please.
The Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Let me tell you something, man. Marvin, hold on, Marvin. Let me ask a question. Marvin, you know, say importation work take what of time, not true, and effort.
Of course,
How
of
the
course.
hell you gonna do our business while you're in charge of shipping stuff in the country, plus all the other personal business where you have? Marvin, you know about business. Say your business need time, right? As a businessman,
Of,
your business need your time for it to run good. Your personal business matter, right? So how is it you're
yes.
gonna do our business as a politician and you have your personal business on the side? You're not gonna work, you're not gonna do nothing around here more than focus on your
Carlos,
business.
Carlos, leave the politicians them alone.
All right.
Let them do it because we allow it. Because the moment we find out the entire parliament should be surrounded by the 3 million Jamaicans who are here, surrounded. You step down today or the building go down. You step down today. We cannot, for the life of us, have politicians talk to us like how Everett Warmington talk to it. Hang up phone now years. We cannot have politicians. I can tell we say we can't get water unless we take the joke. We cannot have politicians telling us that, listen, although 14 babies dead because of your inadequacy, your lack of knowledge, your incompetence, because of your mismanagement, 14 Jamaican baby who could have been maybe one of our next doctor, singer, lawyer, whatever. You allow them to die and these parents have to be mourning because of your incompetence. And you still, and not only that, you come in with face with your own business, you and your son, and you're not just your own business. You argue with dirty rice with your personal business, and you still serve? And you still serve? You're
Yes,
still
sir.
serving?
Yes. I'm a minister of health. You're a minister of health, you know.
Correct.
You're bringing unhealthy food. Unhealthy food, the minister of health. Sole shareholder for rice importation. While they sit down in an office, while the hospital them run down look like garbage heap, while we don't have the MRI machine or CT scan or burn unit, you worrying about how much more container of rice you must bring in a Jamaica. While the hospital they look like garbage, you sit down in an office when we elect you not to handle your business, to do our business. You worry about where your shipment of rice there, how long the rice might take to come to Jamaica. People.
So if this man have his attention span divided like that, how the hell the country supposed to function when we are paid? Because this is cheating, you know. It is a form of stealing, you know. Because we pay you for your time. We pay you for your time. Your 100% time. But on few pay, you are doing your own personal business and a choppy line.
Let me tell you something, man.
And Jamaicans are comfortable with
In
it.
my chop the line, let me tell you something, man. Stealing company time, and that's him I do, you know. Cause him can't tell me say it's only
Yes.
nighttime off duty and weekends. He make them call you. Show me a call log.
Yes.
Show me a call log. Me know when in the office you wonder where your rice there. How much more container rice? Send me a sample. Let me see it. Let me have a press conference.
course.
Let me. You think we stupid boy or something? While the
Of
hospital and the
course.
people that suffer in Jamaica still no burn unit, no MRI machine, no CT scan, $400 million gone out your office. Nobody know the goddamn money gone. No investigation. How we don't say the money gone their business? It could have gone their business. We don't know.
Carlos, look how the people, all right, look how the man them from it fan way. The teachers, them are protesting their money. Police are protesting their money. And the man them say, oh, well, screw no. We're still going to take $3 billion and we're going to build a parliament. For what? For have uno. Sit down in there, a beat pan desk. Uno going to be a multi-billion dollar parliament.
I know that.
When
They're not a mercy
I
ban.
cannot even know.
I juke the police in the eye, you know. The man juke the police in the eye and ask them if it hurt. And that them I do. Stick the police them in the eye with their finger and ask the police them, that hurt? You feel that? That hurt?
Yeah, but the thing is this: these are the same dirty people who get up and jump on bus, but them Ghana sitting there. We call it Ghana conference for $1,500.
But Marvin,
look what's Jamaicans.
me say it again, you know. Marvin. Let me tell you, Marvin is not the people. Marvin, I swear, Marvin is not the people. Marvin is not the people because I was one of them that too. Marvin, I was deal with them too. Marvin is a constant brainwash education, Marvin. You see the must come brainwash you with money and nibbles and bit. The people need to be educated. Education.
Yes. Yes. And I said it to you on your program the other day when I discovered that the people them orchestrate this thing from decades ago,
Yes.
where the economic books that we are allowed to read, the economic books that we got from our ancestors, from our what do you call them, colonial masters, the one where we are allowed to read, is not the one that the Chinese read. The Chinese have never read. You hear them say? The Chinese have never used, not never read, never used the economic books that the third world countries were given.
Mm-hmm.
That is why the Chinese, and I also assume the Russians, and then talk about two other people, what do you call them? Authoritarian people, them dictators. Eh?
But look here.
Let me tell you something. Yes.
The book that we are use, and the same book England are use. Because if it was the same book they were governed by in England, Boris Johnson would still be in office. Boris Johnson would still be in office. That's truth.
All right. Why would England put up visa? I will say it again. Why England put up visa against we are still supposed to be our leaders, our mother country. You don't know mother country. How can a mother put up a travel ban against him pitting them?
Hold on, bigger than that. Remember when we get the juke of Jamaica, we got some people got England have a juke over. Who remember that? They don't recognize that. No respect.
Okay. And you're telling me that you as a prime minister have seen these atrocities for decades committed against us and had the audacity to go up there and accept Queen Council position?
Mm-hmm.
Queen Council position?
Well, all this,
all right, that will show you. It will show you all the man liar, wicked, and thief. You are telling us that you're going to get rid, or you're going to remove us and make us Republican completely independent from under the Queen. But you went just last year, go accept Queen Council position.
Yeah, man.
No, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm a sick man. I'm not sick with you.
Yeah, man.
Never man, sick.
Yeah, man.
And the Jamaican people like a heathen.
I know I couldn't talk about it.
On the table, man.
I told him to speed up the process. Speed up the process.
Yeah,
speed up the process.
So one thing is going to happen after the process has been sped up and we are now completely Republican. You know, so I'm going to lose that title of being Queen Council. So why would you want to have the title in the first place if you already had everything in your power and mind to liberate and free the Jamaican people from this flipping bondage for hundreds of years? Eh?
I don't think you want to lose that title. That the man will grow to know. We'll get to know him now lose at the title. The man that love them shiny, pretty sitting there. They love them little thing there.
Okay.
That title, you're mad.
And I am still saying publicly, I would love for the CIA and the FBI, the persons who have information on these politicians, of their corruption, will ask UNO to release this information publicly so that people, however, we're not going to release it. Because we would like for the entire world to see that we are under siege by our own government. Mm-hmm. We are under siege by our own government.
Look here.
The government of Jamaica is equipping people with guns and ammunition.
Mm-hmm. But the British, that is not like people. People, that is not lie. You can go Google that because the British ambassador said that and the Integrity Commissioner just recently said that. People, all them things are facts. People not telling a lie.
Of course. As a matter of fact, go on very YouTube. If you type in CIA, brought guns to Jamaicans and drugs and stuff in the 70s, it depends there. Big old interview. It's there. It's there. It's there. This is not hearsay. It did there. Proof that they have meddled and they have brought guns for us to kill each other. Kill each other. While the politicians, they prosper, them and their families prosper. They do businesses instead of doing the country's job.
Yeah.
They take care of their pockets.
Yeah. Me just see one politician last year and say, come this year, she go launch our perfume brand while she sit down in the office, people. People, we have politicians sit down in the office, and I talk about them all launch perfume brand. You know Jamaica?
Babsy Grange.
So someone will sit down. Why? That's her, yes.
Let me ask you a question, Carlos. What is the purpose of a government for number one, don't fix the roads. The only thing that we have going for us is our athletes and our entertainers who have done us proudly overseas, the ones who do good and sing good music. But our athletes, who everybody knows Jamaica based on our athletic ability to dominate. We have the fastest men and women in the entire world, right just in Jamaica year after year. But we have not had a government who have ever paid for them to go to the Olympics. Them have to find their own fear. Them have to find their own accommodation. And then the same Babsy Grange, or whoever gets the post of being the sports minister, they go to the airports when they're coming back home to welcome them. Forgetting that it's the Jamaican flag. It's a Jamaican flag that is raised in stadiums across the world and have billions of people respecting our national anthem. Only if you know, sir, they have never paid for the athletes where to get to the Olympics, but they have monies to give the foreign minister John figure enter thinking that we want to benefit the country.
Let me add to that. Let me add on that. You know, say just last year, the reggae girls were stranded at an airport in Texas. Them couldn't pay for them baggage.
Okay.
Did you know that last year the reggae girls were stranded at an airport in Texas? Them couldn't pay for them baggage till Jamaican will live up here so mad. Jamaican want to send money to give them. Jamaican will live up so what could about this?
Carlos.
Embarrassing over the top, embarrassing, you know.
All right. And them try to cover up the story of not sending a document to the ones who were stranded in Ukraine. They are trying to silence the story there. They did send the form to offer them a loan. They did send them a form
to offer them a loan.
Offer them a loan. A loan. The government of Jamaica is taking few tax money of few people them. And every tax money should have resources and plan ready to take out any Jamaican anywhere in the world that is in a situation
for free.
The country's head. For free.
Bring it home.
Because America needs, and don't tell me say that is America. We don't have the money. Why we don't have no money? We don't have no money for roads. We don't have for hospital. We don't have money for police. We don't have money for teacher. We don't have money. But you have it for your friends.
Yes, man. And $200 million in misappropriation, corruption, and mismanagement. $200 million annually.
A full time now for politicians here in Jamaica.
They need to go to jail. Jail time.
In the name of Jesus.
Jail time for them.
And a year the politicians get handcuffed.
Jail time, we want. Jail time for politicians. Jail time.
2023, we are claiming in the name of Jesus because what we fail to understand is that spiritual warfare. These people who are wrapped up and tied up in Freemasonry and lodge, them call themselves the Brotherhood. And I told them, no, if you're not spiritually strong to fight, less you are. That's why we can't talk publicly because we know who my guide. We know who are Phoenix Father. Them can't touch me unless God permit that. That's why when time I go road, I go by myself. Me not hide. When me talk my full name.
See him so.
Me not afraid of none of them. Call us the country under siege by the government of Jamaica.
Me know.
The Jamaican country. Listen me, man. We're under siege.
Marvin, let me tell you something. Me used to do, you know, so when I do video, people go ahead and like up the thing, people. Sure, when you come into my yard, find something to do, and say make yourself at home. Go and just eat up the fridge and them out the cupboard and the food out there. Go ahead and like and clean up the yard. Go take out my dog and feed my bird. Go ahead and come in the chair and like and subscribe. The resistance. All right? And I like. Yeah, man.
I tell you, we start a revolution, and this is why I am a proud member of a fledgling group of individuals. A part of Up Jamaica. We come in.
Yes.
We come in. And we not joke.
We want some serious resistance, brother.
Listen me, man. I am calling on UPP or when they want to all the persons who wanted to form a third political party. It's time for all of us to put aside differences and come together as one to take down this monstrous, demonic set of people that have been robbing and raping the Jamaican people. At the NDM need to come on board. JPP around the world, Rastaman movement, the Muslims, whoever you are, it's time for us to join up as one and take back the country from the demonic people. Jamaica is a rich country where every single country wants. Carlos, last night when we hear so the currency that is being used in Africa right now, the currency, the Lumi, was birthed right here in Jamaica. Right here in Jamaica. Right here, so in Jamaica.
So
the currency was birthed here, so that is to show you the ability of my Jamaican people. That is to show you how industrious we are, talented. Carlos talent there, so.
So the Lumi is more the Lumi worth more than the US dollar, people. The Lumi worth more than the US dollar.
More than the Jamaican.
So they are dig down that the Lumi worth more than the US dollar. Me just read it right now. So may I get down to it?
Really?
Yeah, may I get down to it?
I like how we are say.
May I get down to it?
Well, she said, because the video when we were watched yesterday was a video from last year, so maybe they have already skyrocketed in value. Yes, so there we go. There we go.
No, it's not worth more than US dollars. It's not worth more than US dollars, but it's close. It's worth more than fuel money. Way more than fuel money. Fuel money cannot use now. Look at one Lumi equals 0.005883 US dollars. One Lumi equals 0.005883 US dollars.
You can call that 1-to-1.
Okay.
You can safely call that 1-to-1.
All right, you see that, people? You see that? So, now do some deeper look into it.
Carlos, we're glad we come for your program. I bet you're going to dig up more. I'm going to tell you again, Carlos, that money there was birthed down in Maroon town. There's confirmation that it was birthed right here, so in Jamaica. Right there. Birth, born. Yes, sir. And the Jamaican government, when the Maroon people wanted to use the Lumi, them fight them out. Bank of Jamaica fight them out. Tell them, no, we will not do that. No. Do you know what could happen to our economy if we really join forces with our African brothers and sisters? With a currency where we birth, that is not one-on-one with the US dollar. Instead of using this dirty, filthy, nasty currency, which is $150 to 1 US. 150 to 1 US. Well, it is so bad that we're about to print a $2,000 bill and a $10,000 bill. A $10,000 bill. And our prime minister and other ministers have the guts, to spit in the Jamaican face with a parliament, a multi-billion-dollar parliament, and you take over $320 million to give to the DPP to go build office.
Yes, plus Bustamante statue, plus printing new money, plus fix up Devon House, millions of dollars in Devon House to take out the grass and the trees and put concrete for running the native people them there because a tourist bus a come park there. Tell me.
When it comes to our backside, and you had John Lennon who explained to you, when we have backside in Jamaica, and we get far less than what we're supposed to get, we don't get nothing for the foreigners to dig out our earth. And pollute our water and our air and give our people cancer. We don't get nothing. And it is okay because it is alleged that the Prime Minister have trucks that works there. It is alleged. The Prime Minister wife and them brother them have trucks, alleged, that have trucks.
I give them say job.
And whatever.
I give them say, look at that allegation, people. Think about an allegation like that. That needs spotlight, you know. That you in an office and you point finger which way you want kind of work for do, what you want, what policy you do, you push and pull money straight to your pocket.
So Carlos, so when we see all of this happen now, you're going to tell me, say, it is okay for us to sit down and say that the government of Jamaica is doing a fine-ass job. Every single Jamaican who think that this government means them well is a buffoon.
But hold on it. Them say Nigel Clark are the smartest and the brightest and brilliant and this and that. So what I want, that's all. with all this
Of
financial
course
stuff.
he is.
What kind of
Of course.
financial disgrace under Finn belt? All of this under
course
him,
he
you
is.
know.
Of course he is. You know, say even with them name there, Finn, when them name, we give him money. Even them want Michael Clark. Isn't he the person of
IMF.
Yes, IMF. Isn't he the person, some big sitting for IMF, I think, or for some big post him get man outside of Jamaica? How can you have a criminal like that? A person who we can prove that he literally took 20 billion of Jamaican dollars, take we money and make we believe that it was an investment in Bank of Jamaica when you already sold Bank of Jamaica out to private sectors. If you take the country money and put it into private, how is that benefiting the country?
Me I pay attention to the money from there, you know, because people, anytime you see Nigel Clark come out, the Minister of Finance come out, and he make a big speech and say, you know, this money are going at that, that's money are going at that. People, I want you guys to go back and pull up Nigel Clark's speeches. Pull up all the promise and the big money we might put there. Look and see if those sectors appears as if they get $1. Go and look. Go and look. Me watch his videos, people.
Jamaicans don't remember the past. Yeah, Jamaicans remember the past. Everything. I used to hear them say a 9-day talk, but it is true. It is true.
Attention span. Short.
After 9 days, new topic. We move on. Jamaicans, this is how we protest. Every single Jamaican in the hearing of my voice needs to come together. We have to form an organization. We have to come together where we decide, say, no taxi now run for next 2 weeks. Nothing now to teach and I go to school for next 2 weeks. We are going to lock down ourselves. We don't have to burn down nowhere.
Let me tell you about the intimidation. Let me tell you about we have to stand up, Marvin, because listen to me. The taxi man them come out there 1 day, right? They never come out there 2, right? But the 1 day them come out there, you hear the private sector say how much millions of dollars them lose. 1 day, you know? 1 day. The business people lose money. 1 day.
And so, they were forced. They were now forced to send them JUTC bus to go pick up people.
So how is it them can sustain? As bad as them want to be and talk down for the taxi man them, how is it them gonna sustain 2-3 days worth of shutdown? They can't. The government will have to crumble. They have to bend down to the taxi man them. The people need to know them power. People power. If 1 day protest make them ball, so what 2 day protest they do?
Carlos, this is an international strategy. How did they get out Boris Johnson? How did they get him out? How did they get him out? The parliamentarians did not support him and then decided they not do nothing until he sat down.
Oh, you not find that in Jamaica. Jamaica, there's no parliamentarian in Jamaica who's gonna come out against their own party. Me not see it, brother.
No, they not do that. I one man, Mr. Do that. I'm a rate him. And I Damian Crawford. Damian Crawford. I'm not gonna stop talking. I rate Damian Crawford for that move.
Yeah.
Damian Crawford said, me not align myself with the nastiness. Me gone.
Yeah, that's true.
Me not, I gotta align myself with the nastiness. Me I gotta step down. And he did say why he stepped down. He was the only one who was fierce enough and bold enough to say, Mr. Prime Minister, you are the one who support government badness. And you have the song I play, Union Blow God. And you come in and fool the Jamaican young people and walk in at green clocks. I make public statement at green clocks. Every Jamaican youth to start get them clocks and light it. In a protest, he said, this is we. Not in support of the Prime Minister.
Brother, me don't have a pair of clocks for all them reason there. I swear to God. Me know what I want.
Okay.
Me no wear clocks. Me no wear clocks. Clocks to get up for me. Clocks are get up for me.
2023.
Sorry, guys.
2023. 2023, Carlos, are going to be the year for either Jamaica weep more or celebrate. But there's going to be a period, I'm telling you again, people, you don't think you're going to see no crime yet? You don't think you're going to see crime yet? You don't think you're going to see suicide yet?
No, man, look at. Me just see a picture, a video, come out, somebody sent me a video, come out to one of them school there. When them a beat one schoolboy, some schoolboy gang up and a beat the schoolboy. You see that? You see that?
No, me not see that video there.
There's a video
Me not
out
see
where
that
some
video.
schoolboy a beat a schoolboy with half a machete or some big knife. And then grab him and I say, I'm not cheat, I couldn't do me so. I mean, I look on a video and them a school youth, you know. I mean, I say, I see you where friend kill friend in Jamaica. See you when they just gang up on one man and kill him. You like if nobody never did that murder the little youth. See you and them a school youth, you know, people. Strict clinical bad man, them thug them with knife and half a machete. Them a come to school with knife, you know. Big sign, you know.
Then look, they're looking at Burger King drive-thru. Burger King drive-thru. We want everybody's going to serve food. And you have time to draw out cutlass and knife and stab up you, kill you. Eh? This is the country where we live in right now. When we tell us, the frustration levels are going to allow people to snap. People are going to do things without thinking twice. People are going, they are now, the economy, the government of Jamaica is training the minds of the people them to kill them one another.
And plus, what make it worse because we just have come out of this COVID. A lot of people messed up in their brain after COVID, you know. A lot of mental challenges develop since COVID, people.
Yes. A lot of business crumbled because of the lockdown garbage.
A lot of people lose their mind after this COVID. So the people them still we are looking right there. So traumatized behind COVID, see away, you know. Tell me, I tell you now. Mess up in the head, you know. Trauma.
Because Carlos, now they are saying, number one, why is it all of us, 99% that we don't allow for walk around without mask? Oh, we don't see nobody drop down and dead. I want to make my business then crumble because of this. I don't know how much people lives get messed up.
Well, for Russia drop the first bomb in Ukraine, brother, mask fly off a man's face fast. You know, you never talk about it. Let me tell you something, you know. We don't come to talk about the big C, because I know them staying up on my platform.
Yes,
okay?
Yes.
But I tell you, people, since the war start, that's when I watch the news, and it's just the war take precedence over any other thing.
Yeah, because that's what they did. To again divert everybody's eyes to a new thing. Even the slap with Will Smith was another distraction. Even that, people don't even know that in itself was another distraction. So every news media take over that, and people start to absorb new information about a new thing that is out there.
Hold on there. Me know I'm straight. Let me ask a question there. If there was a problem with SSL from 2017, Marvin, if there was a problem with SSL from 2017 and still FSC allowed them to still continue to operate, whose portfolio that is under? Who dropped the ball? Which minister?
Of course, the FSC. Of course, it's the FSC.
But who's the minister? Or who's the minister over that?
So then that's why I'm telling you, the Minister of Finance. The Minister of Finance.
So the Minister of Finance is not so bright then, because all this happened from 2017 is a friend thing.
Of course, a friend thing. You know, you're who own SSL. You know, see who own it.
So now
who own it.
Yes.
Eh? You know, see a little white man who own it.
Yes, man, big donor. Big donor.
Eh?
Them know yourself from the same SSL, the Prime Minister get money for buy a theme house. The Prime Minister said that. The Prime Minister said get money from SSL to build his house. So now we cannot see why they still operate. They still operate.
Carlos, it have to come out. God not sleep.
No, God not sleep.
It have to come out.
It's the Jamaica people. Don't tell some Jamaica people.
Them can't touch the topic. Them can't touch the topic.
Una bless people, you know. Jamaica people bless, you know. You don't say about hurricane, all time hurricane coming up a run the left way. Jamaica people, una bless. Nobody not gonna trample upon the neck without that God flush them out, you know, people. Me I tell you now.
Remember, Carlos, remember, the same Prime Minister now. Let me tell you something. There's so much blunder that has happened with this Prime Minister, and so much misinformation that has been given to the public and could have ended up letting people lose their life. They were blaming the clansman gang for collecting monies for the people house when the Prime Minister go lick down.
Yes,
say,
man.
oh, them years the people must pay their money to clansman.
Yes, man.
And the clans, and everybody know that Klansman belongs to the People's National Party. That's a gang that is PMP affiliated. Yeah? So the JLP were deflecting again only when push comes to shove and news bust out. It's the JLP woman, the JLP principal. The JLP principal woman.
But let me add to that. Let me add to that, Marvin. Let me tell you something. The Prime Minister rule with scare tactics. And the Prime Minister, when the Prime Minister do stuff, he might have meaning behind it. But because me follow him so deep, me so deep, sometimes me nose brown. We up the Prime Minister so deep. Me not lie you. So people, listen to this. With the Klansman, Mr. tell me work. Me pay attention. So with the Prime Minister of the Klansman situation, what the Prime Minister wanted people was to sell off the land them over there. Some of it clear up them people have a piece of land there. Because it was days after that him have a function, a ceremony, like a groundbreaking ceremony for whatever gone over Burnham Lodge. Did you know that, Marvin?
Yes. Yes.
So
yes.
All right.
Yes.
So people after him have the house mashed down. It was days after him have a groundbreaking ceremony for the said piece of land there. So that's the reason why I'm go over there. You understand me? But every time the Prime Minister do this stuff, him go to Parliament. He go up at the bully pulpit and him tell lies. Here the Prime Minister tell lies, say gangs over there I take over and I buy land and can't make that happen. But that wasn't the reason. Okay. The reason was to sell out the land. Okay. Number 2, hold on there, Marvin. Come and follow me now. Number 2. Yes. When the taxi man them strike, to intimidate the taxi man them, guess what man gonna do? The same, I think the same day, the next day, he man got Parliament again. Him said, criminal in Jamaica trying to influence the government. He can't have that. He needs Zozo upon the road. That was to intimidate the taxi man them if them strike another day. Me study the man in the people. Me say, the same day when the taxi man strike, I think it was the same day. The man go to Parliament. It's the same day went to Parliament and said criminal element try to change policy in government. Which criminal in Jamaica try to ever do that when the politicians are done themselves? At them are done. I wish bad man could tell a dance if a change policy in the government. Lie, anything to get his way. Right. One more thing, Marvin. Come and follow me now. Never record on the backside. One more thing, Marvin. Just recently, Marvin, to get $50 million out of government. Guess what Andrew Honest do? Come in and do the $50 million, you know. Just before Christmas, he come out and say, for all anybody who can give information and who are planning to block shop, supermarket, and take a good truck, he will give them money. So he have $50 million for dole out to anybody, little, anybody who bring information. Hold on there. If you are if you're official of government, I know say you hear say for the chat say Carlos I got broke shop and liquor store. You know, wait, I go grab me. Why you come out, come talk, say people for bring information come give you because him want that money, him wanted his hand and that $50 million. Every time I forgot Parliament go tell life he moving.
Carlos.
Yes.
Carlos, that's everything is a rate, you know. And a lot of people need to understand that what you do on your program, you don't do hearsay.
No.
you see like what I was doing about Lumi, and you don't know about it. You know, see how fast I got to up.
Yes, man.
You see how fast I got to up. And the information they're right down
fingertips, right there.
Right down fingertip, and nobody know that.
Yes.
And nobody not even know say the same money where that is now almost literally 1-to-1 to the US was designed and birthed right here in Jamaica.
Me gonna dig that up too. Me gonna dig that up too. Me gonna find it later on. When we come back, me gonna dig that up too. Me gonna find the root of this thing, the origin.
Never send a YouTube video. As a matter of fact, it was CVM TV that did the interview with the African gentleman. Just to make it even better and more believable. CVM TV did the interview last year, October, with the African representative who admitted publicly that this Lumi was birthed right here in Jamaica.
Is that right?
Down by the Maroon,
Maroon
town.
Wow.
CVM TV.
Interesting.
Pull it up.
Interesting.
And So we give birth to the US. You know what it is to have a value, a money that is on par with the US dollar? Do you know what it is to give value to something that is on par with the US dollar?
Well, but you know what? My people, do you know that for black people, we change their take sacrifice, Marvin?
Okay.
And some of the sacrifice I make them turn against them leader.
Okay.
Because when it that takes serious sacrifice. No, that's serious because it's hard for your leader to do certain things, the worldwide leaders. Because it's only some of the people that not used to certain things. So if the people, the leader tell us, no, guys, we have to do this for the betterment of the country to benefit us in the long run. People find us them can't travel, come and foreign. They now get their visa. Their rice and flour now come in. Brother, they will turn back for the government, you know.
Hey, let me tell you this, you know, Carlos.
Yes.
Did you know that the same Maroon people and them have their own Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
Carlos, did you know the Maroons here in Jamaica have their own Facebook?
Like their own page, their own page. Are the equivalent of Facebook or
them own Facebook. Did you know that the Maroons are so organized? Me now ask you that what they are doing in the Maroon town, you need to do a deeper research. The Maroons are well respected by the African communities and African countries. The Maroons, were they right here? Now, but I think, and a little joke on that, this is why Andrew Oles and the others have been meddling in them stuff when Buju Banton did to go vote for the girl who did a run on the Portland side. Oh, police and soldier.
Turn back the man.
And turn back Buju.
Our government interference that, you know. Our government do that. But hold on, there's also another case up there where police got shot to a Maroon, you know. The human rights people, don't let go that, you know. They know say the human rights are talking about that.
You can imagine how it did look when the Prime Minister I got talk say him the only done in this country and every rule, and the US government have to say no sir. The Maroon, the treaty, the Maroons
remember
is respected
that?
internationally. You remember that?
Yes.
And the Prime Minister come out and try to look like say Maroon them an idiot.
You know, so it's funny though. It's funny. Oh, no other Prime Minister ever have no problem with the Maroon. None of them. Siaga, none of them.
Okay.
And the people of Jamaica never have the people of Jamaica. It's to show you how brainwash and divide. You go on social media right now and see people for the first time attack negative about the Maroon. For the first time, a long time on social media, you know. For the first time, you see Jamaica, regular Jamaican attack bad about the Maroon. Why? Because them are labor rights. Because a politician, they must say them a traitor. Let me ask you a question. Or you gonna blame somebody? You gonna blame the Maroon them for something them grandparents do. Well, them don't know nothing about. I think that this Maroon today, it'll go with what them foreparents did back then. But on top of that, you're talking about a group of people who can read. Illiterate people.
Carlos.
Illiterate people can turn around their fingers so they don't know what is water, they don't know what is oil. Literate people.
And then things, because when me I grew up and I hear about this Maroon thing, me not lie, I thought it was just a joke. I just think that it was just some little illiterate Jamaicans who need to get with the time. And when me big, you know me, I say backside. But the only true free slaves in Jamaica are the Maroons.
You know, we got there already.
We are still slaves.
We got there already.
We are still slaves.
Several times we got there. We drive, we got there. And we go meet the chief that was there. It was before Curry. And we tell him, man, I live up there, one piece of land, because I want foreigner to go up there, you know. The man said, yeah, we could have got a piece of land up there, you know. Yeah, that was before Curry. Yes, man, we should have gone back. Even the day we call the sister Chicago, you know. I'm saying, remember when we went to Maroon Town, we said we should have taken the land, we said we should have built up there. Yes.
I am encouraging every Jamaican to go and get indoctrinated with the Maroons. You hear me tell you? Because once you are now free from the British colonial system. Free! And this is why them use money to corrupt the other Maroon chiefs the other day. And Curry, you didn't know that Curry is something the accountant. The man is a certified forensic accountant.
Yes, ma'am.
And he did forensic accounting. But we go on and realize the kind of money trail, how they the ones them collect what's it, 1 million US or
from
something.
St. Lucia. From St. Lucia.
Basically, all right.
Through NCB. Through NCB. We watch it at the town hall, people. Town hall meeting.
Shell out the treaty. He sell them out and sell them over to the dirty government.
Yes, man.
Because and all because Andrew and them people them have a vested interest in the cockpit country.
And it look like somebody get the money, it look like somebody get pay already, and by all means necessary we have to get the land here. It look like somebody get pay already.
Our greatest defense in Jamaica now is through the Maroons. Because that treaty, it is such a powerful treaty that right now I know the British and the Americans are kick themselves a backside. Make them sign that treaty, man. Make them sign it because we can't undo it. Can't undo it. And you can't touch it. Who make that happen? Kojo and Nani. Kojo and Nani.
Well.
And how did it happen? They killed the British soldiers who came on them and then tie one pound and a horse. I send them and say next time, don't send 600, send 6,000. Send 6,000. And they realized the kind of people they were dealing with and they had to sign the treaty. And Jamaicans still sit down and say, I make 63 jackass, but we make the mistake. I'll put up this. I carry on like we are idiot. The Prime Minister and other ministers in this country, they need to be met with the brute force of the Jamaican people, where we stand as a team and fight as a team.
The simple thing, Marvin, what could I really work? The simplest thing we could have done was the most powerful. Is stand up and speak up. Jamaican people don't even speak, you know? More than to stand up. We don't even speak more than to stand up. Jamaica ever speak, we powerful. More to say for the stand up. Just stand up, sir. Just stand up. We never do nothing, just stand up, you know.
It is so easy. It is so
just
easy.
Just stand up in the people. We never burn down nothing. We never do nothing. Just stand up in the people.
We don't have to trouble the infrastructure.
We don't talk. We don't stand up. We don't stand up in Jamaica. Look at Matthew. The simple example. Look at Matthew the other day. Matthew come out, come protest. Him alone come protest the hotel, you know. And you want to tell me say not one other man, not one other woman, nobody are working at the hotel. Now my uncle, brother, sister, auntie, cousin, niece would have come stand up with Matthew to make two.
You see that guy that named Matthew? Rate him.
One guy.
Rate him.
What you mean?
And they say I'm an idiot.
No, man.
No, man. Idiot.
Because Jamaica blind.
And them don't know so the hotel industry and a lie boy I tell.
No.
They full.
$2 hour.
Full of racism. Full of racism.
No, Marvin, because our politicians allow them that. Allow them to do that. You know why? Look on this. Oh, you have a hotel who cost less to operate business in Jamaica because you pay Jamaica $1 and $2 an hour. Over here, you pay people $15 an hour. You get tax break in Jamaica. Over here, so no tax break like that. You go to Jamaica, you can no regulation. You can mash up the environment and the ecosystem. Peel somebody under the table. You can have a hotel like that. Building a hotel, it costs $1 billion on hotel. You have to pay union worker to build hotel over here. So how much you pay one man in Jamaica? 200, 250. How much you pay a man in Jamaica for work on a construction site out there? Nibbles and bits. So you see how much they might get away to operate business in Jamaica. And on top of that, Marvin, they are deducting unemployment benefit from these poor workers who get $1 and $2 salary. They might take out NHT type, but they might pocket NHT and the unemployment benefit. They now pay it into the government, and the government sit down there and oversee that. That these companies rob from Jamaicans.
Carlos, I'm glad you touched that topic there. Every Jamaican who is working in the hearing of our voices needs to go to NIS, NHT, and ask for a printout of your deductions.
And all the trust. All the trust too. Me tell you
NHT, man. NHT, I don't matter.
Yes, yes. NHT, yeah. You're right. Yes.
But she said she said government no. Send the NHT, I can send the NHT benefits them now through NCB Bank.
Since people, here we go again. Government business aligned with friend business. People, you must say, the government business, they couple that weird people to make the government business. All of a sudden, People, NHT is our contribution. We put the money in it. Me have money in it. Me have money in it right now. So it's our money in it, people. So you want to tell me, say, the government find a way to align NHT with a friend bank?
Yes. Hold on. But you joke. But it's the same leeching who them take the agricultural lands out of Bernard Lodge. And all along that line in Spanish Town, I'm going to show you the pipe them then dig up over the where the cane. When you drive on Highway 2000, we used to have cane farming over there. So them cut down the cane crop because apparently their story, which is true, is that in order to reap the cane, you have to light the cane. When you light the cane, the smoke can come across from the highway, which is hazardous. But they never thought about that before they mean cut road through the cane field, which means that they did not have any intentions to continue production or producing cane.
Farming is second thought for them. Farming is second thought.
Right. Yeah. So now that you cut the road and we have the highway, right? And we no longer can grow cane because of the hazard that will happen when we reap the cane with the smoke coming on the highway. Why didn't we use the same agricultural land to plant another crop?
Something else. Me said it the other day in a video, man. Me said the other day, flip the land, flip the goddamn land. Something else.
But here no. But it flip into leeching hand and pocket. They're not gonna build houses.
People.
They're gonna build houses.
You see what happened to Usain Bolt? People, we know all these things from long time, people. But you see what happened to Usain Bolt? It'll go open up some other eyes, and it'll shine some light bulb and some attention at some place. So we never look and pay attention to stuff. I want to see how politicians create wealth for them friends while them go down and market, go mash up the people them stall. While they come demolish your house. Whenever see a politician take the wealth from the people and take it over to their friend. You can't. They might take out people who depend on it farming the people. They are removing people who depend on it for years farming.
Yep. Yes.
They are removing people who depend on it for years farming right now.
Carlos, that's why I told you about the 21 families in Jamaica who got doing the research. Every massive business is owned in the country is owned by the 21 families in Jamaica, and these families are what constitute the private sector organization of Jamaica. So they constantly put their friends in power. It is time for us to have a Jamaican system where the private sector does not meddle in the elections. The monies that are being given to them is enough to buy Jamaicans, each Jamaican, $1,500 Jamaican dollars to the conference. Where do you think that money came from? Where do you think that money came from? And to give Jamaicans $5,000 and $10,000 for a time election. And the Jamaican people are so happy. For a $1,500, a $5,000, they would literally kill their brothers and sisters.
Marvin. Them don't know better, my brother. They don't know better. I tell you. I was one of them. Many people over there was one Jamaican too. You have to come out. When you come out, we look for it. We'll get a bird eye view and we look down at the dude who was in. We have to fly out and look back and say, I couldn't believe I was doing that. We have to fly out the people. Them work over time for brainwash we. When you hear from the radio scene at the paper, I want them want to hear. You know, news media in Jamaica got dig up some little dirt and bring come to the people. Them. They work over time for brainwash the people. Even the phone. Every some sense an article go get Jamaican right now. Not most of the time, man. Carlos, me not a minutes from my phone for watch that, And
Carlos, this is why. Again, joke. It's so funny. It's the same interview that about what CVN TV did with the guy from Africa, with the Lumi something. Would you believe, having heard such a wonderful news about the creation of this currency and the writer said that that somebody apparently in CVN decided to pose a question.
Your phone. Want your phone? I'll call her, come in for your phone and you.
No, man.
Where's so?
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, sound better. Yes.
You hear me now?
Are you that? Yeah.
No, usually, because I'm a speaker, usually after a while, the sound get up. messed up, so I have to come off a speaker and go
Go
back.
back on. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So apparently somebody decided to ask the question. I'm gonna send the interview. You can play it for your people. And the man gonna ask the question. Basically, why is it that the African nation are meddle into our repatriation funds? Meddling after the people offer to write a letter to the British people demanding for repatriation to Jamaica, which is a good thing, They're gonna say, well, we're meddling. We don't have no government that has been meddling. Where's our government that should be meddling? Where's our government that should be doing it on behalf of why them are meddle? And I realized that how dumb we are. Dumb. But when the repatriation money come to Jamaica, it has to go through the government. You think Jamaica go see
hold on. That again. Another thing we're not ready for yet. Hold on. Who da get them money here? Finish out.
Okay.
Hold on. It I go to Western Union. Oh, I get to Western Union and MoneyGram. How did that go again, Marvin? Brother.
Okay.
Make the repatriation argument stop until we have a new government. We have some man that got jail. Until politicians start going to jail, we're not gonna have no repatriation talk.
Okay. All right. One politician ever got jail. And a man that was the thief up the farm work at the money.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
When name Jobson?
Well, me just read about him there, me forgot. Me just read about him there. What the man name again, people?
A Jobson, I think I say name, man.
Tell me in the comment section, somebody know him.
Yeah, man. When name again, man? I think a Jobson, man.
I was reading about my Monday. But it's only one people. God jail. Me see man do all type of stuff on both sides and them a look for run again. Them a come in the office. Man even beat their woman with stool. And that's not bad enough to get the man out of. Man even beat their woman with stool. And the Prime Minister don't see anything wrong with that. Man beat him wife with stool on camera. The Prime Minister never seen nothing wrong with that. To get rid of him. He's still seated.
I don't. At time for Jamaicans stop talking about the US. Talk about US government and what go on and talk about US policies. Make we talk about free and stop getting at other people business.
We need to root up some. No, we need to root up some stuff going on Jamaica there. We need to root up and the people them need to start wake up. They might wake up in the Marvin, but not fast enough. But they are waking up, Marvin. They are telling them to wake up. They are waking up. Not fast enough.
A time to head rule because the Jamaican people are about the end. We are going to end up with 3 million criminals, including myself.
Look here.
If we're not careful.
Me said this already, Them no want. Look here. Them no want the Jamaican people them riot. That me I say. Me no want it, Marvin. Marvin, me no want to see the Jamaican people them come out from Moran Point to Neville Point and a riot, They would not who left for Jamaica, Brother, me know my people them, Me know my people them, Me said not who left. Not who left. Me no want to see that. Me want to see them just speak.
What did Joe Biden?
Stand up.
What did Joe Biden, Carlos? What did Joe Biden tell Andrew Holness publicly? He must be careful of what happened to the president in Haiti, because the man said at that direction that this man I drive this country to. Yeah?
Oh, them know everything, man. Them know everything, man.
Go and Google it. It's a public statement by Joe Biden.
Yes, man. Yes, man.
Andrew Holness.
Yes, man. Yes, man. And
be careful.
So when I run for America, they talk about him have 30 gang members. We have 60. How much of them we have now? 60 of them we have out there. Organized crime. There's no more organized crime within the office. You talk about we have criminal over here. So, but the British ambassador said, "Who not bringing gun?" The Integrity Commission said that, but they are foreign chase down other gunman. The man they are shipping gun, and the British ambassador said politicians are bringing gun. The man them right next to you in the same room. But you always are chase down some unknown. And the Integrity come tell us, Integrity Commissioner come tell us, yes, you have man the gun will come in a corruption of the highest order. That means you have man right next to you, sitting right next to you, involved in a gun shipment. But you come America, come go like say, you don't know nothing, you don't see nothing. Marvin, it was so nice to have you on my life this morning, my youth. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, no fluff.
So like
No
I
fluff,
eat,
no
ya
boy.
eat. Manners and respect. Why eat your food, my youth? Respect
Yeah,
here.
man, so salt mackerel and dumpling and yam and sitting on a Jamaican yam me a eat. Not the one them import.
Can go on,
Yeah.
sir. Make you go on,
All
sir.
right.
You think Marvin easy? Me appreciate them, youth. We'll reason later. Send me the video.
No fluff. Yeah,
Enough love,
man,
my
cool.
brother. Respect.
Cool.
Yes, people, that's my brethren Marvin right there. So you know, say Marvin always a come and speak the truth. Come we love the country. And we do this to uplift the country. So like me tell you, say the first victim when you hear in the financial scandal, she came up this morning and she did an interview that the first victim we ever hear in this SS Sydney scandal. And she came out and she talk about things, people. She said she know people, there's her friends, you know, because people listen to friends. She said she have friends who do stocks and they make good money. And she thought it would be a good idea if she could have put some money in it so she could make some money. She's planning to retire in 10 years' time. And she said she started get jittery. The first time she started worry about her money with this financial company, SSL, is when they start to change agent. She said they start to change her agent. Is so many times they change her agent. And every time she call, it's a different agent. She said when she come down to the third agent now, she asked, she start telling them, say, why she want her money out, what's going on? She start questioning that. Them tell her, say, all these agents left because them get other opportunities. That's why they are no longer here. Lie to her, you know, or whatever, to make her, to calm her down, to keep her money there, convince her that this is the right right idea, the right thing to do. Keep your money here. Don't pull your money out when she start to get fidgety and ask questions. She said she go down there and she know other people with reputable people and them in it, so she feel comfortable with certain name in it. Just like I told you, them use Usain Bolt because if you have a man named Usain Bolt, name is a client at your business, whether your spa, your barber shop, your nail tech, or whether you have a restaurant, and Usain Bolt is one of your pop regular client there. That is good for business because you can use that name to tell others. You can sell Usain's name to others. Hey man, Usain is my client here, you know. I'm doing so good. Even Usain Bolt see fit to invest his hard-earned money. Yes, Usain Bolt. You mean Usain Bolt? Yes, we do have Usain Bolt here. So all this thing can just generate customers and generate money for them. So I really believe they make money off of Usain name. How much money you think they make just off of Usain name alone? And I think it's a plan thing. Who go to who? Them go to Usain. Who went to Usain Bolt about this type of investment? Did one of them went to him and talk? People me not knowing and about not tell me this. Sometimes they just tell me things. Who got to Usain Bolt to this stuff? Did somebody target him and say, you got to talk to Usain Bolt. Now get him to invest here. I think you need to get him. Man, I thought you, can you know what's going on, people? Hey, John, you're a good friend with Usain Bolt, man. Why don't you talk him into investing in a firm that will be good for business? Then we could use his name to get more clients to our business. Do you understand me, people? That's how this thing go. So me I wonder now, who introduced Usain Bolt to all this mess? Did he go there and seek and call and say, hey man, I heard you got this little business out there and blah, blah, blah. I really believe that them reach out to him. I believe that them already plan it and target him and know what's going to happen. Because once you have Usain Bolt there, there's no other name that big. There's no other name you can use to generate money as big as Usain Bolt. There's no other name that big. And I believe in my heart, they were sitting on the whole time planning an Usain Bolt to use his name to generate as much fun as possible, to get as much more money in it. So whoever in it was whoever man, kind of always people fidgety, right? And people have to look over them shoulder. Some man might say, well, let me just put a few $1 million in it. But when they hear that Usain Bolt is in it, you start to tell the client, hey, Usain Bolt is on board now. What? Usain Bolt is on board? Man, you went over and tell a friend them say, man, Usain Bolt is, man, I told you it's a good company, man. It's incredible. If Usain Bolt is there, you can put more money. I think you should put more money in there. If Usain Bolt, people can name, carry power in Jamaica, you know, anywhere in the world. So now they get as much money and much bodies, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're gone, right? Seems as if they're about to file bankruptcy, start a business, to continue with the scheme. The whole time the finance minister is over this from 2017. Okay, and the finance minister know say them shady from 2017. This person this morning said that if she had known that they were shady and things were going on bad with them, like if the FSC, the government regulated body, had came out and warned people about these people and do their job from 2017, she wouldn't get caught up in it, because even though they were wrong from 2017 and shaky, they were still allowed to operate. And doing so, operating, them still grab a lot of people, still swamping up Usain Bolt name. You want to bet them and tell these clients that Usain Bolt donate money there? You want to bet? Even after 2017 when they were wrong, they know they were wrong, and this lady come after, after 2017, she says she start put money in there, start invest after 2017. So she said, if we didn't know, if I only knew that these people in 2017, they were flagged. But I didn't know, the government didn't do nothing, so they just let them kill this. So these people, the lady said, she put a lot of money in that. She said, everything she get. She said, people, because some people save like that, you know. She said, everything she get, she put in. She said, she work overtime. She said, every penny she get, she put in there. She work overtime, everything in there. She said, she's embarrassed and ashamed. She said she's embarrassed and ashamed. Just like the people who get scammed by a lot of scammers. They are embarrassed and they are ashamed. That a lot of people don't report it because they don't tell the family, because they are embarrassed and ashamed, because they should have known better than to allow someone to scam them. That's what she said. She should have known better. Anyway, people, thank you for watching this video today. Go ahead, like it, comment and share. Like me always say, you're welcome to this family community. Make yourself at home. We have juice in the fridge. We just cook some fresh food. If you don't want that, we got snacks in the house. Make yourself at home. But while you make yourself at home, if the dog need to walk, go walk the dog, man. If any plate need to wash, man, go do it, man. We have family, you know. You make yourself at home. See me key, yeah? That means when you come on my page, you have family over here, so make yourself at home. You like, comment, share, subscribe. You understand me? Give me a thumbs up, keep the page growing. If you like this page, do these things so we can grow. Make yourself at home. We are family, and this page is the resistance. Always remember that. Thank you guys for watching today. Manners and respect. Jamaica to the world. Jamaica to the world. Me no care if you're Labour and PNP. That is just a label. We are all born Jamaican. Manners and respect. Out.